Preparation by the Crown.
They did prepare me. Before the trial, like I mentioned, they took me into the courtroom and told me where I'd be sitting, asked me some questions that they had prepared. They had told me some questions that, I could expect. So his lawyer was going to try to portray me as promiscuous, but I still wasn't ready for how thorough a breakdown of every minute that his lawyer was going to try to get out of me. I wasn't ready for it.
Court process, repeated adjournments.
So the court system was quite challenging. It started with obviously the arrest, and then there was several months before the first court appearance. So he appeared before the court, and then there was always a reason that it would be adjourned, whether he needed to find a lawyer or he needed assistance or whatever it may be that one time. But he delayed as long as he could. And it was about 9 months of every month we appeared for one appearance in the courtroom. And although I didn't have to go to any of these dates, because they said I didn't have to go until the trial, for me it was a way of being in control of the situation, because there's nothing else I could control. I wanted to know exactly what was happening when it was happening. I didn't want to get a phone call a week later. I needed to know right then. So I went to every appearance, but it was always, well, he's looking for a lawyer. He doesn't have one yet. Okay, re-adjourned. He's applying for assistance, re-adjourned. He's this, that, or the other. I don't even remember all of the reasons, but it kept getting adjourned. And then about 11, 12 months later, he decided to let go of his lawyer. And so we started the process again. That was absolutely unacceptable in my eyes, but he was given a deadline and he obviously abided. So he got a new lawyer, and within months of that lawyer decided to switch over and now was becoming a Crown attorney. So he lost his lawyer again. So we again had to start over. I don't think that was fair. If that was the case, I'm not sure of all the, political things behind it, but it would have been really helpful if that lawyer would have been mandated to finish any case that he had been assigned. That would have really helped me, but I felt like everyone was dragging their feet. Although I know we were always moving somewhere, didn't feel like we were. And although I wanted to go to all of those court cases because I wanted to feel in control, it was starting to pull me down. In hindsight, maybe I should have waited for those phone calls, but at the time I just thought, I need to know. So I went. And then it was at the 2.5 year mark. It happened at the end of June, and it was now September of the following year that we finally had trial. We went through the trial. I was on the stand for 2 days. They brought in the detective. They brought in the lady who had done the actual examination on me. She was part of the forensic team. She had actually even said that there was evidence of trauma to me internally, but at the end of the day, he was found not guilty. The jury felt that there was reasonable doubt, and so they sided with him. I think that our society's idea of consent is misconstrued, to be completely honest. I had gone to the bar and I met him at the bar, and I did hit it off with him, and we were dancing the whole night. We had exchanged numbers. Later I found out it was a false number, but we did exchange numbers and we had hit it off. And just because we hit it off and we had kissed at the bar, and yes, that was consensual, I got the impression that the jury felt that meant the whole night was consensual, and it wasn't. It was hard for them to draw the line of what was okay and what wasn't. And we can only answer the questions that are asked to us. And a lot of times, you know, my lawyer's trying to make him look bad and his lawyer's trying to make me look bad. And that's the name of the game in this situation in the courtroom. His lawyer did a better job. I don't know. I don't know what the right answer is. But his lawyer doesn't have to, they just have to cause reasonable doubt. They don't have to say, yes, he's innocent. They have to say, maybe he's innocent. And they did.